Hi everyone, my name is Bryce Root and I want to welcome you to video number 2 of our video marketing workshop series. We're super excited about today's topic, and as you can tell, we're very passionate about helping local businesses, and we've created this Small Biz Marketing RX program to do simply that, to really help local business owners with their marketing. Because for many, it's a big puzzle and it's hard to put together all those pieces that are needed to make an efficient and very effective marketing program take place. And so with that, let me jump into our first topic today. Many of you're probably wondering what that is. It's all about target market. It's the number one issue that we see each and every day. And the problem is that most small business owners aren't fully aware of the power of knowing your target market. What we do see is a lot of folks say, well, everyone that eats my product or potentially likes this type of product is my target customer. But that's actually not true. It can be true, but actually it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort to market to everyone. If you can kind of finally focus who those people are that are your target audience, you might have more than one target audience actually, depending on the products and services that you offer. But if you can finely tune your marketing, like you know which magazines or which websites to partner with and to advertise with, which strategic partnerships to form, which events to be at, you can be very efficient and very streamlined with your marketing and only reach those people that would be interested in your product or service. So with that, we're going to kind of tackle the steps to reach and figure out who your target market is today. So we actually have 4 steps that we would like you to follow to really kind of walk through developing who your target market is. The first one is all about having a conversation with your most loyal customers. As they walk in the door, if they have a few minutes, pull them aside and see if you can find out a little bit more about who they are, like how did they find out about you? What magazines do they read? What do they do on the weekends? Where do they go in a given day or a given week? And if you can, optimally, it'd be great to maybe even take them to coffee in a relaxed atmosphere and just pick their brain. In exchange, maybe you give them a special discount or a gift card or something like that. But that information that you gather from them will be just it'll be invaluable to your outreach to people just like them, other people that will be in love with your product or service. So step number 2 is actually to listen to the exact words that come out of the mouths of your target customer. Whether it's your loyal customers or those customers that you know would be really enthusiastic about your product or service. And really listen to what comes out of their mouth. If they say, oh, I just want this, it would solve all the problems in my kind of errand world, all my to-do list, my honey-do list. Everything that they need to do can be solved with your product or service that you offer. Or maybe they're saying, oh gosh, I wish this would only be this way because I had this issue and that issue. I'm so busy running around. This would solve everything. This would help me a lot. So listen to those words, listen to what they're doing in order to solve their solution right now or solve the problem right now, and really pay attention to what they're saying and what they're doing and everything about them. Because your job is to solve their issues and make their lives easier and make them enjoy all that they do in a given day or in a given week. Now the third step, if you don't already have a loyal customer base, is to really examine who would have their lives made easier by using your product or service. What are all the different avenues that potentially your product could fit into? The different lifestyles and folks, maybe it's different age brackets, different uses. Who knows, maybe there's 2 target markets that are potentially looking for a product like yours. Maybe it's an older set and maybe it's a younger set. Maybe it's teenagers, maybe it's millennials, maybe it's the Gen Xers, all those baby boomers. You have to kind of look at those different lifestyles and those different kind of ways of life that these people are living, and seeing what issues and problems they're going through, and seeing how your product or service can actually fit in and make their lives easier or provide a real solution to what they're going through. Now the 4th step actually is more of a visual. If you can imagine the front of your store, or maybe it's your website if you're an online business, having a curtain in front of it. And all of a sudden you have 100 people of all walks of life sitting outside, staying across the street, and you unveil that curtain, you draw it open, and if you look at those 100 people, who are the people that are going, wow, I never knew that existed? They're raising their eyebrows and they're actually walking across the street into your store. They're clicking. Those are the people that you want to try to reach. So out of everyone that's in your community, where are those people? So you need to kind of look into who they are, what they do, where are they hanging out, where are they reading, what are they doing online. You have to examine their entire lifestyle to see how you can kind of infiltrate them. And that might be down the line as you create your marketing strategy. It could be strategic partnerships, it could be PR, it could be events, it could be all sorts of things, including sponsorships and branding and everything else. So those are our 4 steps. Those are our 4 kind of homework pieces that we have for you to go through. So number 1 is to actually talk to your customers a little bit and find out more about who they are and what they're doing in an average day or average week. The second is to actually listen to what's coming out of their mouths. Kind of listen to what they're wishing for, what would solve all their problems, and pay very close attention to those words. Those are words that you can actually use in your branding and in your marketing to really resonate and catch their attention. And the third one is to really make sure and examine, if you don't already have that type of customer, who out there in the world, in your community, in your kind of zone for potential shoppers and consumers will have their lives made easier, or might kind of enjoy life even more if they experience your product or service. So kind of doing some due diligence and looking through all the problems that people are going through, and really examining that very, very closely. By doing that kind of research and doing that little project, some light bulbs will probably go off. And the fourth one is to go through that visual and really see if you did have your storefront curtained off and you raised that curtain and you had those 100 random people, who are those people that will actually cross the street, walk into your front door, click on your website and start looking around and really raise their eyebrows and want to do business with you. So with those 4 things, I want to make sure that you really hone in on the importance of the target market. This is really step 1. Target market is the crux of everything. Before you can create your branding, before you can create your marketing plan, you need to know who your target market is. So I've probably said enough at this point. So now that you have this information, we're going to be able to take one more step closer towards having a really strategic, powerful, impactful marketing strategy for your business. So enjoy, and we'll see you in just a few minutes, or maybe it's an hour, or maybe it's a few days, but come back, and in video number 3, we're going to be tackling branding, our second biggest issue that we see small business owners having a problem with, really having it's a hurdle for many of them. So come back, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.